This is the one component you don't want to forget when you're doing fusion CV axles, because if you don't put this back in there, or this thing gets too crushed after a while, especially like the Fusion Sport, this thing right here will leave, especially in slow parking lot maneuvers. This actually goes in front of this CV axle before it goes into the wheel bearing, and it keeps its proper distance. If this is not in there, or about every 40 or 50,000 miles, you'll see like the all-wheel drive Fusion Sport, and you'll get little clicking sounds from the CV axles where you got to actually pull this assembly away and replace these spacers, or make sure when somebody did the job before, these were not omitted from installing the CV axle. So I just put a new CV axle in here, and now I'm going to put the spacer back on there before it goes back in. I'll show you what it looks like. All right, now I've kind of got it put back up here, lined up a little bit, and you can see right there in the front. Let me see if I can move it while I'm holding the camera. Right there's that spacer in front of it, and it needs to go with the tapered part into the bearing. Can you see it a little bit right there? I don't know if you can or not. Oh no, you can see it a little bit right there. Goes in front of it. And of course, while you're in there, you're going to want to replace this bearing strap. 4S, 4Z, 3 Nancy, 324 Apple. Put a new CV axle nut on there, CCPZ 3 Bravo 477 Bravo. You can reuse the old lock nuts if you want, or get new ones. I just got new ones. I don't remember what the part number is. I think it's a 3 Baker 422 is what it is. They give you this if you want to remove the lower control arm. I don't remove the lower control arm. I don't see the point in doing it. I think it actually makes the job more complicated, and it actually throws things more out of whack because you have a set of spline bolts that go through the knuckle that hold everything true. I don't want to screw around with having to beat on the lower control arm with all that rust and stuff that's in that lower control arm bolt that builds up inside this collar. I'm not doing all that. And then you have to sit here with a hammer and whack the hell out of the bottom of it and the face of it. Why? You just kind of reach up through the opening in the bottom right here, put your strap and stuff back on, your lock nuts back on here, give them a nice little snug them up real good. 148 foot-pounds out here on the CV axle nut. I just take a pry bar and put it in between the studs and use my other hand to pull it. It's not that hard to do it. Make sure you got your brake line put back in where it goes. Make sure you got your speed sensor clip back in there, and up there. Put your shit back together, man. You'll be good. Put that baby back on the road. The reason I replaced that to begin with is because it's bent. It's causing a vibration going down the road. I don't know if they hit something or what they did. How it was before, you get up to about 35-40 mile an hour, you start feeling that light vibration coming from that front passenger wheel. And I don't see any impact on CV axle, so how it got bent, I have no idea. And it's not my job to find out. Crystal clear now, smooth. I mean, it'd shake the damn car so bad it'd make you feel like your teeth were coming out of your mouth. Now, nice and straight, no issues. Well, problem fixed, job well done. And off to the races we go. Y'all be blessed.